objectives. After studying this lesson, you will be able to define the meaning of leadership, explain the nature of administrative work, and identify the different types of leadership theory. Trait theory of leadership. The trait theory of leadership is a concept that leaders are born with distinct characteristics or traits of being a leader. In other words, leaders have inheritable traits. So pag sinabing trait theory of leadership, it focuses on the idea that a person is born to be a leader. Like, pinanganak ang isang tao that already possess the characteristic of a true leader. Early research introduced that this theory of leadership innately lives within certain people. Researcher Thomas Carlyle first proposed the trait theory of leadership in the 18s. When Carlyle introduced this theory, he looked at popular historical figures. For example, he compared leaders like Julius Caesar, Mahatma Gandhi, Abraham Lincoln, and Napoleon Bonaparte. The conclusion was drawn that these great leaders were born with innate characteristic of leadership. Situational leadership theory. The situational theory of leadership refers to those leaders who adopt different leadership styles according to the situation and the development level of their team members. Like for example, one team member might be less experienced and require more oversight, while another might be more knowledgeable and capable of working independently. So dahil magkaiba sila ng characteristics, therefore, iaayon natin sa kanila yung magiging approach natin as their leader. So being able to adjust depending on a situation is an effective way of leadership because it adapts to the team's needs and sets a beneficial balance for the whole organization. Situational leadership theory suggests that no single leadership style is best. Instead, it depends on which type of leadership and strategies are best suited to the task. Behavioral leadership theory. Behavioral theory of leadership focuses on how different leaders behave and act toward others. The complete focus on behaviors puts the qualities of a leader aside and concentrates only on the concrete actions that leaders undertake. From the word itself, behavioral leadership focuses on the behavior of the leader in every situation that they are involved in. Behavioral leadership theory involves observing and evaluating a leader's actions and behaviors when they are responding to a specific situation. This theory believes that leaders are made, not born. Therefore, anyone can become an effective leader if they can learn and implement certain behaviors. Moreover, this theory is the complete opposite of trait theory of leadership that states that leaders are born with distinct characteristics.
Leadership effectiveness. According to Yuki in year 2005, leadership effectiveness can be defined as the leader's ability to effectively influence followers and other organizational stakeholders to reach the goals of the organization. The words to define a leader aren't far off from the same words that might describe an excellent educator. Many of the same traits that are valued in a teacher are invaluable in a leader trying to create a better school or a community environment. As teachers are the heart of the classroom inspiring student success, educational leaders are at the center of a community driving student, teacher, school, and even district-wide success. In defining leadership performance and effectiveness, Yuki states that it is important to determine how leaders influence employees to go beyond standard performance, expectation, or standards. It is clear that effective school leaders focus on instruction and people. Through their day-to-day actions, they act in a professional manner and engage in regular self-reflection. They hold themselves and others accountable for student learning and create a safe, welcoming culture within their schools. A leader can transform a school or community for the better and ensure success for both students and educators. Contingency models of leadership. The contingency theory of leadership supposes that a leader's effectiveness is contingent on whether or not their leadership style suits a particular situation. We know that contingency theory of leadership follows this school of thought. The contingency theory of leadership tells us that effective leadership depends on the situation. When asked what it means to be a good leader, what comes to your mind? Do you think of a certain skill or traits, or do you picture a specific person or a leader from your own life? The truth is, the answer varies. Good leadership can't be defined in a single person or a laundry list of personal traits. But we can, however, identify key skills and traits that great leaders share. We know that people simply aren't born leaders. After all, skills, behaviors, and mindsets can grow and develop with the right support. According to this theory, an individual can be an effective leader in one circumstance and an ineffective leader in another one. It might be true that leaders respond differently in certain situations, but this theory minimizes people's ability to develop new skills and behavior. People are capable of building new skills to adapt to new situations with the right support and resources. It might take some muscle in certain areas more than others, but human growth and transformation are more than possible. This theory also states that in order to maximize your likelihood of being a productive leader, you should be able to examine each situation and decide if your leadership style is going to be effective or not. In most cases, this requires you to be self-aware, objective, and adaptable. Contingency theories would say that no matter how successful a leader is, there will always be a particular situation that will challenge them. Good leadership isn't just about a leader's skills. It's all about a leader's awareness and adaptability in a specific situation. It's more fruitful to understand our different leadership styles and build self-awareness. Fiedler's contingency theory of leadership. Fiedler's contingency theory states that there is not one best style of leadership. Rather, the most effective leadership style for any given situation is one that aligns with the situation at hand. This theory puts the idea that effective leadership holds not only the style used by the leader, but also on the control held over the situation. In order to succeed, there must be strong leader-member relations. Leaders must also present tasks clearly and with goals and procedure outlined. They need to possess the ability to hand out punishment and reward as well. Fiedler's contingency theory of leadership states that your effectiveness as a leader is determined by how well your leadership style matches the situation. For this reason, Fiedler believed the right leader must be chosen for each job based on their skill set and the requirements of the situation. According to him, it is important to realize that this leadership style is fixed and cannot be changed. This means that if a leader's style isn't right for a situation, that leader may need to delegate leadership to the right person. And in order to best match leaders with situations, each leader must first understand their natural leadership style. Then, they need to evaluate whether their leadership style is right for the situation. As you probably noticed, Fiedler's contingency theory is pretty simple. All it requires is a comparison of one leadership style with the demands of the situation.